Hey, how's it going, guys? Sorry it's been a while. Been a little crazy in the past few months since the last time I uploaded a video, and since the last time I did a movie review. I did do the Raid and Raid 2. Unfortunately, they're just so long that I couldn't upload them, so I have to shorten them up a little bit. Well, anywho, I'm going to finally get to the movie review that I've been wanting to do for a while now, and what my buddy's been wanting me to do, and it keeps yelling at me for not doing it yet, so I'm going to do it on the movie John Wick. Right as soon as I saw the previews for it, I thought it was going to be amazing because I love Keanu Reeves in general. All of his movies are pretty awesome, minus The Matrix. I don't know, there's just some bad moments in that. 47 Ronin, I thought that was an amazing movie, especially with the whole Japanese culture and the demons and shit. I was like, yo, this is awesome. But John Wick, I was like, yo, it's his comeback movie. This is it, you know? With the trailer, I was like, yo, I want to go see it movies. And I watched a movie review from Jeremy Johns, and I was like, I really need to go see that in theaters, but I never got a chance to because I was working balls deep. And the place I now live, there's not really, the current movies don't come out till like a week or two later, so I was like, fuck. But anywho, so John Wick, I will say this right away, the first few minutes are, it's slow, like it opens up to where a truck runs into a wall and he just falls out and he looks at his phone to see a picture of, or a video of his wife asking him, "Let's go home, John." And you're like, okay, so it's a backstory, you know. They have to build up the plot from now to later. And so the first, I'd say about 10 minutes, it's just you see his wife in the hospital, she dies, you understand it's cancer, you know, it's something terminal. They're at the funeral, you see William Dafoe, which I amazing actor in general, and then also in this movie, he's fucking amazing. But he's at John Wick's funeral, and he's like, "Hey, man, you know, just talking to him like the old days." And he's like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, just giving a friend time." So then it goes forward a little bit later to where John Wick receives a gift from his wife. His wife just died, so she got him a dog, and like, you need a friend. So this was it. You could tell as he's like driving around and stuff, like he's still hurt. He's really damaged. He's not sure what to do with his life now because that was his life. But as he goes to get gas after like a whole couple minutes of him driving around, doing loop-de-loops, being a badass that he is, uh, this Russian guy is like, "Hey man, how much for the car?" And he's like, "There's no real price for it." And then he says in Russian, you're like, "Yeah, this bitch don't got no price." And you're like, "Oh damn, like how does he know Russian? Like, is like what's this building up to?" All of a sudden the dude's goes to his house. He's passed out. His dog wakes up, wants him up. All of a sudden he gets knocked out, and then you watch his dog die. From there, it is complete and utter madness. It's pure, just madness across the board. Because after that, it goes to John Leguzman, who's a like a body like an underground body guy. Like he tears up parts cars and puts in new ones and shit, and it's only for muscle cars. So these kids bring in John Wick's car. He's like, "Yo, where the hell did you get that? Get that the fuck out of my shop right now. Like I know whose car that is. Don't bullshit me." And he's like, "Yo, what's your problem?" And he's like, "Yo, get that the fuck out of my shop, or I'm gonna pretty much just beat someone's ass." And the dude's like, "Yo, my father owns you." And he's like, "Oh yeah," and he bitch slaps the fuck out of this kid. And from there, you know, he goes and runs to daddy, and so daddy calls him up. He's like, "Yo, I heard you smack my son." He's like, "Yeah." Unfortunately, he stole John Wick's car, and from there, it's just Dalton. So he calls up his son. His son comes over to him, and his son's bragging about another job that he got done that was supposedly like the best in the world. And he's like, "So you stole someone's car?" Punches him, and like his second dude was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" He's like, "So who'd you get that car from?" He's like, "Some dude." He's like, "No, that's not some dude. That's John Wick." And he's like, "So who the fuck is he?" He's like, La Baega, I believe he says. And he's like, the boogeyman. He's like, no, that's who we sent to kill the boogeyman. And you're like, what? That was my first initial action. Was what? So from there, he goes into a very in-depth look at who John Wick is, which you find out how precise he used to be as an assassin. He, like, there's a story, as you could, like, there's like, the dude's telling a story while John Wick's like destroying cement ground trying to get his shit back, his guns, everything. And you're like, yo, for real, you just done fucked up. And he's like, yeah, he murdered 3 people with a pencil. And I was like, what? Ew, like, I wish I could see that. Like, that should be in the sequel. Like, who John Wick was before he got married. That would be a fucking sick ass sequel. But from there, the father tries to calm him down, talk to him, but nothing. He wants revenge. He killed the last remaining thing of the attachment on this earth was from his wife. I know personally, anything that I received from my ex-wife, I was very excited about during that time frame. So I know the feeling very well. If something of mine was destroyed, like boom, I would have been fucking pissed. So he goes pretty much to his inner city and starts to take down this Russian mafia. One dude, just remind me, one dude. They got a contract on John Wick. They have everything on him, and all he's all about is just murder, murder, murder. He has to take down hundreds of people to get to this one fucking kid, and it's ridiculous. In my mind, this was probably the best movie, any action movie actually, for the past, I don't know, say about 5 years. Like, I'm a big action kid. I love action ever since I was a kid to now. But action movies aren't doing it anymore. Just like this. This was the action movie of the century. I don't want to go into any further detail, but I just want to tell you the first little bit to have you realize that first 10 minutes may be slow, but after that, man, you're done. You will be so hooked. My mouth was to the floor. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, he's doing precise killing, precise everything. Shot here just to kill in the fucking head, neck shot. You're like, what? But I hands down, like I just showed you, I bought on Blu-ray because as a Blu-ray DVD combo, I don't really do Blu-ray because it's expensive as fuck. So fuck that. But I would definitely, if I could, I'd buy 10 copies. So that shit is beast as fuck. I recommend everyone to go see that movie, especially if you're not a big Keanu Reeves fan. But he pulls that character out, and I was very excited when I saw that there's a John Wick 2, which I'm very excited about. That I cannot wait for. But you guys have a great day. Talk to you next time.